Welcome back to the Charles Owen Experience.
Welcome, guys. Good to have Charles back again.
You're good?
Yeah, man. I'm injured on the side, as you guys all know, and thanks for the well wishes.
Side of the leg.
Thanks for the cards. Honestly, my house is full of well wishes.
Nice.
Whoever sent the chocolates, thank you. But as you know, I don't eat sugar at the moment. But seriously, just keep buying my Instructionals. That's the best gift. That is the best way to fix my rib. Seriously,
guys, remember, like, subscribe, YouTube and Spotify. If you're listening right now on Spotify, rate the fucking podcast now. Obviously, we have to beat that out. Top right hand corner. Just do it now if you're listening. If you're on YouTube and you're watching us talk about this right now, just subscribe as I'm talking to you now. Shout out to our sponsor, Less Impressed, More Involved, which is a YouTube channel talking about Jiu Jitsu and how to develop your skills as a Jiu Jitsu practitioner. Use the code RUNESCAPE for 50% off the first month.
I think it's pronounced Run Escape.
Ah, got it.
Yeah, Run Escape. So now you know that.
Run Escape.
That is the pronunciation. No surprise. Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. You know the clip where the guy fakes him with the ball, but he doesn't move, and the bass drop.
He just throws it at him.
No, he just fakes him, and he just looks at him and doesn't move.
Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe. Not a good helicopter pilot though. Tell you that.
I didn't think he was flying the plane.
Let me have a go. Let me have a go.
I don't think he was flying the helicopter.
It's foggy. Can I try?
Let's move on quickly so we don't get.
Is that defundable?
Yeah.
It's too soon still.
How long's it been? 3 years?
Yeah.
No, I would say not. I would say not. But the YouTube.
You think the bots have feelings?
May say otherwise.
Do you think there's actually a timer for the YouTube censorship that says it's been 4 years now, it's all good?
No, it's all about hate speech, isn't it?
Yeah,
I didn't even want to say that word because the bots
even
will pick up.
incite violence.
Right.
Seriously, guys.
Before you get started, what's been going on? What's been happening in your
little
life?
Review, yeah.
All good. Oops, sorry, mate.
So honestly, not a good round of training. I had my ear. Remember when my ear was hurt and you hurt my ear as well. That was so painful. Honestly, that was so.
Do you want to tell the fans what happened?
It was almost funny. It was so painful.
Tell the fans what happened.
Basically, cauliflower ear, but you know, just where your ear becomes your face, that little node there, that's where it was.
What was the occasion?
Very painful. Well, Charles came over. Well, Charles sat and invited me over for a hug, just a friendly hug, and I knew something was going to happen, but obviously it started all friendly, you know. Reminds me of Taylor's stories about his Jeff mate. Starts all friendly, yeah, and then there's a hug, and then suddenly there's just a double collar tie on my ear, currently hurting my ear, followed by I think knees to the stomach. So I had to escape, and then I hurt my ear.
I don't think I need you.
I think the threat or something of the knees, or anyway, it was just a double collar tie, mate. It was 10 out of 10 pain. Like
he was actually screaming
in that one position, that one part of my body just there was 10 out of 10 pain. Yeah, honestly.
I felt awful.
Yeah,
I did. I felt awful.
You weren't the same after that, honestly. I could tell it. You were pondering it.
Yeah.
You were seriously upset with yourself. Anyway, after that, I fucking dummy rib, didn't I? Beautiful Uchimata. Fucking hell. Beautiful Uchimata.
You've been working on Uchimatas recently, or what's the deal?
No, I just you know when you either roll someone over and they go from their foot to their back, or their foot leaves the floor and then their back hits the floor.
Right.
This is what I achieved, but because he's a bit taller, I had to overturn out of my range of mobility, and my oblique and QL were just injured.
Screaming.
And then I went and trained again a bit too early, and I re-injured it when it was feeling good. And then I rehabbed it a bit more, and now it's kind of like painful, but I'm doing sessions and it's not getting too much worse. So, but I can't hand fight properly, I can't
Yeah, maybe stick to a different plan for now.
Yeah, I'm just shooting now. Shooting is actually much easier on the side because it's just you just in straight lines rather than planting my feet and twisting people.
Right.
You know? So, yeah, that's what I've been doing here. Shooting and just being relaxed, you know? And obviously, I basically can't do any upper body wrestling at the moment. So it's all shooting and feinting and all that kind of stuff. It's enjoyable, but it's more taxing.
Right.
Anyway, other than that, I'm doing a bit of jiu-jitsu as well, but not again.
Oh, wow.
Again, can't really play too much jiu-jitsu because of the danger.
That will lock you into the danger zone, to be fair.
Yeah, then it's a bit more ribby when you're playing guard, I think. You know, it's a bit more balancing and whatnot. Yeah. But anyway, enough about a gentleman does not discuss his ailments, you know. Yeah.
All right.
What about you?
You haven't seen me in jits in a while. I haven't been there. I hurt my back, a bit of nerve pain in the foot. Don't know what I've done to it, but sometimes these things happen.
Just no training.
I've been lifting. I've been doing my cardio. I've been training every day, but I just haven't been. I've been done jits once last week.
What's wrong with your foot?
It's the nerve pain from the back. It goes into the foot, all the way down the leg into the foot.
Can't you just do a bit of jits and get over it?
It's the compression on the spine, isn't it? It makes it worse. So anyway, we'll get through that. We'll work through that. We'll work through that.
God,
yeah, a bit
awful.
Boring. It's fucking boring.
Sounds like the worst thing I've ever heard. Seriously. Yeah, but yeah,
we'll work through it. It's fine,
mate.
We'll be good.
Been having a really good time anyway.
Right.
Doing my training.
Should we get into some questions? Do you want to go?
All right, I've circled a few.
Right.
Let me begin. I know you don't have any sugar, but what main things do you eat and drink? Honestly, I eat probably once out a day, and then I'll have a good breakfast, and I'll have a good lunch, and I'll have a good dinner in terms of meat.
Do you eat the same
veg,
thing every day?
Carbs. No, I will always vary it.
It's a very French thing for you to do, isn't it?
What, to vary the food?
Yeah.
I think it's just like a normal thing. Varied, balanced diet. It literally says it. Or if I cook the bolognese, though, best believe I'm having it all in one sitting. Not one sitting, one go.
Yeah.
I'm not variating from it because I can't be bothered anymore. If I make a bolognese, it's the next 6 meals. Right. And that's that. But other than that, yeah, I'll switch the meat. I'll switch the fish, chicken, lamb, beef, pork.
Ooh, lamb.
Just keep going around in a circle.
Pork.
Yeah, pork. And you can obviously, mix it up with how the beef is served. It might be shredded in mince, or it might be as just a slab, traditional steak.
Steak, they call that. Yeah.
And then, you got cuisines as well. But basically, if I'm injured, I stop eating sugar. If I'm not injured, I just eat pretty healthy. Like, I don't overdo the sugar anymore.
What kind of junk food do you like to eat when you eat junk food?
I don't eat junk food.
There you go.
Unless I'm treating myself, then I'll have a bit of sugar. And that will just be dependent on what is the best thing in the shop. At the end of the day, nothing actually tastes that good. It's just the effect it has on you. Realize this with a Mackey's, right? A Mackey's does not taste of anything.
Yeah, it can be the mouthfeels. It's just like, it's very moreish. But then after you eat it, you're like, I feel awful.
Salt and MSG, and then the feeling
is awful.
The feeling is okay for the next 1 minute, but then over time, there's a dull reduction in endorphins, I'd say, until you get to a low point.
I must say, since I cut out basically, I eat jam and honey on anything, as you know. But since I cut out snacks, I don't snack at all. Crisps, any kind of sugar, I feel significantly better.
I fucking told you.
Significantly better.
You were laughing at me.
4 to 5 meals, big protein hit, big vegetable hit.
Yeah. And if you know that there's no sugar after the meal, then you eat more of the correct foods, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You know there's no sugar coming, so you're like, fuck it, well, I'll just eat another potato or two and some more meat, and then I'll just be sick of eating and I won't want sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if you really want sugar, just have a large amount of yogurt with some honey, and that's probably the healthiest bit of sugar you can have. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And it's fucking good good for your biome. Seriously.
Greek yogurt.
Seriously.
Eat what I do. Have half a kilo of mayonnaise with berries and honey. Mayonnaise? Greek yogurt.
Mayonnaise and blueberry.
Greek yogurt.
All right. Don't ignore this footage.
Basically, just don't eat junk food, mate.
Release the footage of Christian. So someone said that there was a footage of Christian getting foot sweat, but I don't personally believe it. I would pay probably £499 to see it.
Next question. We give him too much view sound time.
Should I go for the absolute as a 77 kg hobbyist, or is it is the risk not worth the reward?
Have
I think,
a crack,
I think
mate.
your mayonnaise is done, by the way.
Okay. Have a crack, boss. Yeah, you could do that. What do you
Depends,
think?
mate.
120 kg fucking monster. Is it in the adult division?
Like, I would honestly just consider who is there, because what if there's Toquinho in the division? Like, you're not playing for fun anymore.
Who's Toquinho?
Ruzamar Pajares.
Oh yeah, he ain't playing for
Yeah,
fun.
like, so obviously he's not in the division, but if there's like a version of him where someone's just like slightly unhinged and they're good enough at straight footlocks, do you want to do that? I mean, yeah. It also depends on your style. Or how quickly you got taken out of your division. I would just do it, and I would sign up for it. And if you don't want to do it, just don't do it on the day. Thanks, man.
Sound advice.
Why do my forearms hurt when I go shotgun grip on the Achilles lock?
Oh.
You got to roll your wrists forward, Aki. And also, if your partner's toe point, like booting, and you just try and force it with your wrists, you won't be able to do it. So you have to use your leg and your shoulder and off balancing to get the foot plantar flexed.
I like that.
Thanks.
I like that from you. That's good. That.
Plantar. You want me to say it again?
Plantar.
Plantar.
Plantarflex.
Plantarflex. Plantarflex.
Fucking go on. Give me the next question, mate.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Come on.
Opinion on the Octopus guard. Actually useful in comp or only for messing around?
Hey, I got a question for you. Did you see Craig Jones just standing up against Declan Moody? He's a heavy.
I haven't watched that yet, but yeah, standing up is standing up, isn't it?
Is that Octopus guard where he's getting around? He likes that little reach up.
Yeah,
because he does that. I see in my layman brain, he kind of like kicks out. And he just basically just turns him over. What's he doing?
I actually think it's good. What I think it's good for is people that are your weight or slightly lower, because the heavier they are, you just got to come up on your elbow against resistance. It's kind of tiring. But obviously there's ways to come up that aren't that tiring, but then you expose your back a bit more. Honestly, I think it's pretty good. I just think that I'm shit at it, but the way Craig does it, it looks like he's got a response for everything. So it's definitely a good way to build some kind of movement from bottom side control. Because like, let's say they react perfectly, but they don't get your back. They've also wasted a lot of energy
because they're trying to hold you down.
Yeah, they're just keeping you down. You're kind of building height under them, and they've got to, potentially change grip. So they've got to run you down or use some energy just to put you back where you were. So if you stand up and use a lot of energy getting up and get nothing out of it, it's bad. But if you stand up using a little energy and then you just get put back down, it's not so bad, I'd say, because you can use that for a little bit of spazzy movement and get out.
More space.
Yeah, a bit more space. And yeah, obviously he gets a lot of counters from it. And you are in side control, so the other options are just returning to guard, where you're probably tired anyway from just getting past, or getting to top position with some bullshit.
Right.
Right. Yeah, right. Okay, I guess we'll carry on then. Lose the heel in outside Ashi, stick to heel hooks, or chance to Aokis. I think you should do a combo of Aokis and eel hooks to maximize your success. Here's one for you. Why is John Wick the best martial arts movie?
It's actually a good... fuck off with the martial arts, mate. It's just a good film. It's just a film. He's using guns. Okay. Do you know what I mean?
It's a good film. Why?
Because he's just shooting shit. He's getting revenge. He looks like he's had a bad... Have you seen the film?
I've seen all of them, yeah.
You like him?
Yeah.
What do I like about it?
It's not a good film, is it? But you get what you expect.
Maximum entertainment.
Like,
someone's pissed him off. They've killed his dog. They've killed his wife's dead. He's had an awful time, and then the wrong person's pissed him off. And he goes, like, you know what? Fuck you.
When it's fighting movies, I only enjoy it if all of it seems necessary, and all like if you're actually trying to kill someone, you're not going to go like this. Like, what is that setting up?
No.
If you have a gun, you're just constantly emptying the clip till they're finished.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the time, you see unnecessary stuff. The fighting films that I like are the ones where the fights are very brief, and they're like, oh, that's how it goes. Someone just get punched in the face, and then he gets stomped on the face, and it's over. But John Wick, it's like they'll just be random. Imagine being an extra for John Wick, and your only role is to stand up and just be shot and die. Yeah. That's like most of the characters in John Wick just appear on screen for like 10 seconds, then they die, and then they're just
he just shoots people. Yeah.
Yeah, but what's like? It's like watching a COD highlight. It's genuinely like watching some MLG pro just shooting people in a lobby.
It's good, mate. John Wick's is good.
And it's entertaining, but it's kind of like fast food for films.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it's good plot.
It's entertainment. Yeah. Oh, no, it's not good. You don't watch it for the plot. This can be
so when you say good, it's a bit too holistic for me.
Well, obviously, Schindler's List got a bit more dialogue. It's a bit more, you know what I mean?
I actually don't know what that film's about.
All right. You did an instructional, right?
Allegedly. Yeah, I don't know what the film is about.
What is your favorite film? No, let's not. We've already done this.
We already did this last time. All right. In stand up, what you'll do if someone consistently do quick snap down and move away? I'm reading it word for word. To be fair. Okay. See. Oh, yeah. There you go. Fair enough, mate. So he starts snapping you. You bait it. So you bait it and catch the wrist and pass the wrist across you. Or he's chasing you a bit too much. You go, no. We can't really do it because we're seated. But as he goes to club, you move in and underhook him. You see, or you pass it to a 2-on-1. Or if he stops preemptively collar tying you, then you can start to fake and collar tie to get your underhook or your collar tie or your leg grip or whatever, some kind of hand fighting. You see what I'm saying?
Like a chili in the eyes method.
Sort of chili fingers sort of thing.
Chili in the eyes.
Okay.
Go on. Makes sense.
Best wrestling here's one for you. Best wrestling techniques for short, stocky guys besides doubles.
This is me. Try double leg takedowns.
And one more.
Try sweep single, mate.
Fair enough. Maybe just look at short, stocky wrestlers and try to copy them. I am not a short, stocky wrestler, so I'm not the one to copy. But here's what I'll say. Copy
someone else's life's work.
It's harder for a shorter man to use the collar ties on a bigger man, but it's easier for you to access the legs. Oof. Yeah, nice. So what I would say is you need to work at your range relative to your partner. If you want to be well-rounded, you have to be good at beating people your height and even shorter than you and taller than you. But if you're really short, you're going to spend more time anyway fighting people that are taller than you. So you may as well just develop, and you will naturally, ecologically, develop a game that is more suited to fighting bigger players. And that will usually involve single legs, low ankle picks, double legs, underhooks, maybe arm drags, duck unders, sweep singles maybe.
I feel like you're saying some good stuff there.
That's about it, basically. Yeah.
I feel like you're saying some good stuff that I could make a video out of.
Great, guys. Should we stop it there?
Is Owen competing in Poland ADCC trials?
Maybe. Undecided.
What can you tell us about ARMA?
I don't actually know what I'm allowed to say. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to say almost everything I know. It's a gym, South London. I'll be coaching there maybe 2 to 4 times a month. There's a very good coaching team, basically. I don't know how many people I can announce, but I assure you it's not just the UK's best. It's also other people from around Europe who will come and be delivering wonderful teaching classes for long periods of time. There will be gi, there will be no gi, there will be a spa, there will probably be ice spas, not for me, but for other people, saunas, a little workroom, probably a little cafe with a barista, plants and shit. 2 mats, maybe 3 mats.
Can't wait to see those plants.
Yeah, no, the plants are going to be insane. When we saw the plans and the plants on the walls with the wooden background, and then there were some words I didn't even know to describe things, insane. Honestly.
It's going to be a good gym.
It's going to be good.
Stay posted, guys.
Yeah, stay posted up on it.
Right, go on.
You want to have a go?
Owen, on a scale of 1 to 10, how high are you in competitions and training?
Training, competition, I don't get high, or I don't get too high at all. Sometimes I get a little bit high, just a little high. But most of the time, I'm staying a bit sober because I don't want long competition rounds. I feel like if I'm sober, I'm a bit more antsy, whereas I don't want to be too relaxed. So, yeah. I feel like when I'm high, I zone in a bit better, though. So that said, sometimes I prefer being high. I'd say it depends on the pace. E.g., against someone who's like really jumpy around and all that kind of shit, I'd probably rather not be high. But against someone who's more slow and methodical, I think I'd probably rather be high, and then I can kind of zone in a bit more
high all the time,
distracted.
Man. 50 Cent. Right, oh yeah, quick one. How to test How to test / find weaknesses that lead to recurring back injuries from BJJ, even after months off. Oh, that's a good question. I would say.
How do you know your back is injured?
How do you know your back? How do you know it's your back that's injured? How do you know it's not just other areas that are causing the back to tighten up?
This is just a rehab question.
Go to physio, mate.
This has nothing to do with jiu-jitsu. If your back is injured, go to do a physio exercise. So you see, if I can't lift up, then you try to load that gradually.
Yep.
Initially pain-free.
Not always, mate. If you can't load your back up, then maybe loading it up gradually could be difficult. It's super subjective on the injury.
Yeah, because you had surgery, but usually
that should be the answer.
Graded exposure is the answer.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's one, and then if you don't want to spend money, and if you want to spend money, then go to a physio.
Get on the belt squat, mate. That's what you should do.
Get on the fucking belt squat, lad.
Get on the belt squat. Right, come on.
It's foolproof.
Give me a question, mate.
Mate, all my questions are on... here's one for you. Any tips on finishing or game plans from the Crucifix? Belly up.
We spoke about this on the Faradine podcast.
The Crucifix?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah, you got to hit the arm bar to get the choke.
Yep.
Go
on.
Here we go. Favorite bullshit move from bottom side control. You like to just push people and stand up. Actually, you're pretty good at that, to be fair.
I'm pretty good at that, to be honest.
You do a good mount Turkish get up.
Yep.
Yeah, which is actually underused.
Or Kimura.
Yeah, Kimura from bottom mount?
Not from bottom mount.
From bottom side?
From bottom side for sure.
You hit that?
Yeah, just turn them over. Hit it on crispy. Just turns them over.
Nice.
Like a turtle, mate.
Like a bloody fucking idiot.
I want you to see me do that to him one time just so you can look at him and be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, jumper in the eye. Jumper in the eye is a fucking good submission. Guys, try it. Who wins the Progress Kumite? I don't even know who's in it, but it's Nico. It's Nico.
Yep.
Nico will win, probably.
Love Nico
is going to win. No desire to wrestle. Is having a good guard good enough for BJJ? I think so, but when you say no desire to wrestle, you need to be able to, if you have someone's leg, like a single leg with the foot really high up, you probably need to be able to finish that. Like if you have the foot on your shoulder, or if your partner's in like a 4-point and you have a rear body lock, you got to be able to move them from there. So if you're literally zero wrestling, you're going to struggle against people that wrestle.
If you're young and you're getting into jiu-jitsu, why would you just not want to get stuck into wrestling?
People basically, initially everyone wrestles and then they shoot a couple of times and get front headlocked and they realize, it's just power. They think it's just power. But then all I'd say is just hand fight, and initially don't even focus on winning the hand fight. Just focus on the smoothness of the hand fight and the consistency with your hand fighting with your legs and moving around in head position and all that kind of stuff. And then the opportunities will come to actually get something out of the hand fighting. But when you start, because the grips are so, what's it called? Like brief, you don't really get opportunities to think about stuff. So you first learn to hand fight without thinking, and then you start to think about it whilst your body is already moving automatically.
Kinesthetic awareness.
Thank you. Is that what it's called?
Kinesthetic awareness, yeah, we don't have to think about.
When I get techniques, for example, I did actually did an interview with this School of Grappling guy. He was asking me, like, how do you think of techniques? And for me, it's the feeling of the technique, e.g., I know what an outside heel hook feels like. I know exactly what it feels like. You know, I can tell you the parts of my body that will feel tension and the muscles I'm using, but maybe not for other techniques that I haven't practiced so much. You see?
That's called kinesthetic awareness, my friend.
And that's called kinesthetic awareness?
When you first learn a technique, obviously you have to think about it more consciously.
Yeah.
And as you're learning the technique, you think about it less and you go, what am I feeling? And then when it becomes, I know how, like you know how to do an outside heel hook without even thinking about it, and that's because your body and brain and everything subconscious is aware.
Feel it, and
it goes by feeling. You have to feel it. So you have to think about it, feel it, drill the technique, and this is the whole.
But I do that all the time with people. That's why the ukiing is very important. If I walk around and I see someone's uki not doing it properly, I'll just get them out of the way and I'll do the thing with the other person with the correct reaction, because that's all you need to feel. When you do the techniques, they always feel right.
You need to keep doing it, so then you can neuroplasticity your way to that kinesthetic awareness, which takes a long time.
There you go. Really. With someone similar level in training, should you be subbing each other lots, or are KG rounds better? I would actually say it kind of depends on the stoyers, but I mean, KG rounds are more for people that have very similar games, I would say. And then people that have very different games, let's say someone's just like elite front headlock and someone's elite leg locks, then it's two different winning conditions. Could be a lot of submissions in that. But if both people are leg lockers, again, it could be a lot of submissions. Depends what they like, if they're both risk averse or not. But if they're not risk averse, then probably it'll be a little dry round of double seated or something like that. I love those. Yeah, great.
Oh, mate, are you serious? Are you serious?
Can't believe I just dropped my phone.
To be honest, mate, you're giving me the ick. Honestly, you're giving me the ick big time. Right. Hey, stretching routines and exercises for inverted guard games. I would say train your spine flying to get into nice deep flexion. So some Zercher deadlifts and Zercher RDL variations could be a fantastic way to improve your spinal flexion capacities, improve the range of your hamstrings. Again, if you're doing Zercher RDLs, that is not only going to improve spinal flexion, but also improve range through the hammies. Strengthen your abs via flexion extension motions, but also through rotation and side bending. It sounds like rain, but then it goes away.
Really weird, guys.
So you want flexible hamstrings, you want strong abs, and you want a flexible spine. Thoracic spine as well as lumbar spine. What would you say, my dear friend?
Deep tier plyos.
Yep.
I really think the low ceiling one is probably the best one for kind of absorbing a bit of force in a curled up position when you can't extend, because it's a low ceiling one, so you can't lift your head up to
deep. Get better at yielding into deep hip flexion.
Yeah, that's very much it. Like, you don't want to rely entirely on your flexibility to just like let your bones take the pressure, but you can if you're flexible, you can change what muscles are working depending on the scenario. Whereas if you're not flexible, you're already tensing just to get out of this position you've been forced in.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah, like let's say someone's pinning your leg. If you're already at end range and you want to escape your leg left and right, you can't because there's too much friction. So if you move your leg towards you, you're flexible enough, then you can go around. It's just simple, things like that having lots of flexibility will help you with a bit more range where people aren't willing to commit their body weight or spread their body weight out so much. Excellent. Makes it harder for people to pass your guard or apply pressure. All right, how to stay on the back when someone rolls to guard from turtle or quad pod. Keep behind the elbows.
Say that again, mate.
How to stay on the back when someone rolls to guard from turtle or quad pod. Keep your legs disconnected from their hands and keep behind the elbows.
Right.
That's my...
You like that?
Tuppence. And also... Tuppence. Yeah, tuppence. Yeah. Yeah, don't let your legs be controlled and stay behind the elbows. Then, obviously, you could learn techniques on that, or you could just try it. Just try it. Just go in a padded room, set the timer, body lock, have a go. It's the easiest way.
Go hit 2 questions in one. Is bodybuilding style splits, push-pull legs preferable and preferable if the focus is to put size on in comp off-season? Look, mate, if you can't put size on doing 2 to 3 full-body workouts per week, you have some serious issues. Serious issues. Because remember...
Let's just roast this guy.
If you want to put size on, boss, it is about, just getting some good stimulus in the weight room, which you can easily do with 2 to 3 full body workouts per week, or if you do upper lower, full body. But you need to be in a good calorie surplus, not even a massive calorie surplus, 500 calories above your maintenance calories. So what this tells me is that you're just not eating correctly. Get your understand your maintenance calories. Be like, all right, this is what I need to eat to maintain weight, and then go, I'm going to put 500 calories on that every single day. Do that. for 8 weeks, and you will have put on some weight and some muscle within that weight. And then if it doesn't work, increase your calories again. And if it doesn't work, increase your calories again, because you're just not eating enough, mate. And make sure you're training hard. Sorry, mate. I haven't finished.
Really sorry.
Yeah.
I really have to get this off my chest.
In the weight room, make sure you work. Be patient. In the weight room, make sure you're working between 1 to 2 reps in failure. You have to go to failure, but within those 1 to 2 reps to failure, it's excellent.
Is that a general rule?
Yeah, I'd say so. 7 to 9 RPE. Always working around.
If you don't do that, then what?
I think there's a study showing reps 1 to 5 in failure, but I don't like that. I'd rather be pushing a little bit harder. So like keep at least 1, maybe 1 to 2 reps in reserve. Sometimes fuck it, just go for failure. Like it's your last set, let's go, and just ramp it up. But like obviously not all your sets should be pushing to failure. Always keep 1 to 2 reps around that. And you actually get way stronger because you're working submaximally is how you actually get stronger, because you can move the weight better through space and faster. What are you going to say?
Add more olive oil to all your food and you will gain more weight.
Yeah.
Mate, fucking...
True. More calories.
I forgot to do this, but add olive oil to bolognese, mate. It is insanely good.
It is tasty.
After you cook it, though. After you cook it, add the olive oil to the pasta and bolognese.
Olive oil, though.
Yeah, I've got some Crucian olive oil. It's insane.
Nice. Good. Yeah. All right, you can let go.
All right.
Yeah. No, I do like that. Good tasting olive oil. A tablespoon of olive oil is 100 calories. So imagine
180.
What?
It's 180.
No, it's not. It's 110, mate.
I deleted the app.
It's a tablespoon is 110. But anyway, imagine a big whoosh of that. There you go. That's 200
really
200
good for
calories.
You, really good. Really. Okay, how often do you do weights each week? And what's the best training split? Now, do you take complete rest days?
Yep.
Yeah, I do. I try to get 1 a week, and if I don't, I get injured. Genuinely,
Good boy.
If I just don't, I'll get injured or ill. So now, if I haven't managed to take a rest day, I'll have to just like basically do the bare minimum, and then I'll still get injured. Sick. So yeah, the key is take a rest day or
the rest day.
Juice up. Okay, next one.
I'm a hobbyist, so
yeah, rest away.
I train every day. I do something every day.
Rest. Best way to study instructionals for beginners.
Oh dear! How many times do we get this question? Oh no, this is a new one.
For beginners, yeah.
We make a good clip of this. Go.
Best way to study instructionals for beginners.
2x speed.
Yeah. It's kind of depends on the instructional, doesn't it?
It's a terrible
I would
video.
say. Yeah.
Well, okay. Right.
I would just.
What do you like?
I would watch a lot of sparring first. Okay, you can still learn how you should move, and you could even internalize it just by watching a lot of sparring. You know what I'm saying? You could, let's say, you just watch a lot of Gordon right before you go in. It will make you better at that sparring.
That has actually helped me do moves. I've watched him do the sprawl passing, and I've gone, oh. Maybe I'll try that.
And you can just notice little problems they have and do the techniques that you see in that clip. And that's an easy way to get the technique right, because they kind of gift you the exact opportunity for it. And even if you don't know what you're doing, you get some positive feedback from doing a technique, and then you learn it a bit better. And then maybe sometimes people escape, and that's how you pick up little problems with the technique. So I would say when you watch an instructional and you're a noob and you have no idea how it might look or how it feels or the context, that's why I like the Gordon ones where he's like doing sparring at the end. So unfortunately, sometimes the sparring, it kind of depends on the partner. Like they keep doing the same mistake, so he doesn't get to show a lot from the series. But basically, if you watch the sparring with the instructional at the same time, or just go at the end, watch the sparring, then start to watch it and kind of see what he's talking about, and then go back to the sparring. Do it like that. That's the best way. Or if someone maybe doesn't have sparring in their instructional, watch them posting clips of sparring, watch them competition sparring, and then watch the instructional as well. But yeah, the best way is watching sparring, and it's slightly less boring as well.
I agree. I can't watch an instructional to save my life. Even Giles.
Just watch small. The thing is, people try too much. People watch 10 techniques in one go.
You can't do it. You just can't. You can't retain that.
Like if they're techniques you already know, then it's cool. You just got to skip through. But then you might miss the details as well. So you got to be a bit careful. Get like 2 or 3 details to learn.
Would you say like kind of like Joseph was saying, like be selective about what you're gonna do? Like, oh, I actually want to learn this. Then like watch that specific technique, and then go and try and hit that technique. Look at the details in that technique, and then that'll be.
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah. But it might not take that long.
Right.
You know, it might just go in. Like we're not retards, right? You can go in and just like. Sometimes it will take long if it's a broader position, but if it's just like I have one very specific problem, sometimes you barely even need to spar to figure it out. You just go there, do a couple of drills, and be like, all right, try and defend it now, and they can't defend it. Like, right, this works. And then you can start to use it in sparring. But yeah, if it's more open or a bit, more difficult in terms of partners got more options, or you're feeding into an already very broad system, then it can be difficult to practice. Right. We'll continue asking questions then.
Relax, bro. Right.
Sorry. Best YouTube channels / instructionals to learn to wrestle. LIMI BJJ. Use code RuneScape for money off.
Less impressed, more involved. It's got to be less impressed, more involved. Really.
Yeah, but for wrestling though, there's quite a few, aren't there?
I don't know. Look up Sid Alive videos.
I like to watch Sidikov videos. Mate, I follow this guy, Reese BJJ.
What about Vladislav? Who's the fellow who just passed away?
Saityev.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
man.
watch him. Good. If you can, there's a video on Facebook. You can just type in Facebook Adam Saityev, and you see like a whole compilation of techniques done like they're in a textbook. Genuinely perfect demonstrations of techniques against really good resistance. So yeah, it's just insane. Watch that. Watch people spar, and then if you want instructionals, most of the wrestling instructionals I see are not very good, honestly. Like, people do not describe what they're doing in any sort of level of detail or context. Like, most of it is pretty bad. People like J-Flow and probably the MMA grappling coaches are going to be way better than just like pure wrestling coaches, because the intensity is different in wrestling. I mean, in MMA, it's 3 5-minute rounds, more like Jiu Jitsu. And the moves are similar, and the point system is similar in that if you get taken down to turtle, that's pretty much equally bad in MMA and Jiu Jitsu. And if you get put on your back in Jiu Jitsu, it's points, so it's bad. And obviously in MMA, it's fucking awful because you get punched. But it's also bad, basically. Better watch MMA guys for wrestling. And a lot of them don't release their stuff because, stuff like ground and pound and all this is quite new, and people don't want to release their secrets on that, or they believe there's still like a secrets kind of thing going around with wrestling. But yeah, there's a lot of Dagestani guys that put up clips. I like to watch the Japanese guys as well. There's one guy, Takatani Daichi.
The Japs are fucking good at wrestling, aren't they?
And their instructionals are really good. They like have colorful writing and that, funny music. Love them. And they clearly use Google Translate as well, so it's quite funny to read them.
There is a short fella who I do follow on Instagram. He's obscenely strong.
Oh, I think I know the one. He lifted some massive guy, right?
He lifted like 130
and he's like 50 years old looking. He looks 50, I know the one, He's weird though. He's like so short that it feels like it's like he could probably deadlift like 500 kilos just because it's like...
He's so short.
Yeah, it's like a couple feet off the ground.
Fair play.
Not even, 2 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
All right. How to prevent people from standing on your feet from shin to shin?
Good question for you, mate. You released a DVD about it. It's called Schindler's List.
Indeed. So it's on the DVD, actually. When people try to pummel their feet to the inside, they have a narrow base with their feet, so you can off-balance them and force a hand to post to the floor. And then if they get their foot to the inside, their balance will be over the top of you, so you can spin underneath them without that inside foot being able to pin your hips, and you can pummel inside rather than around the leg. And that is in the instructional.
Very generous of
you
to reveal your secrets.
Now.
Secrets.
I've got one more question, if you don't mind.
Heaps, but we'll finish them.
How to efficiently escape 50-50, please, bro?
Go.
Jesus Christ, Kyle. I would try to get your second foot between your partner's legs, your second knee or foot between your partner's legs. That's probably the safest way. What else? You can also try to drive your knee to the floor and sprawl all the way through to escape to like a saddle, or if you just want to run away a more open position. But yeah, 50-50 is the hardest one to escape. So just be aware that if you're not escaping easily, it's very natural.
Right. Nice.
Seriously?
Yeah. Former strongman here. What to focus on?
Stop fucking showing off.
Fuck
right?
off, mate. Yeah.
Fuck
you're strong.
Fuck
yeah, you're strong, are you?
Fuck
off. How's that
Go on,
sound?
how strong?
I don't fucking care. Done. No, he
Let's
said
end it there.
Yeah. He said, what to focus on for strength and conditioning as a former strongman? Mate, it's actually a good question. If you're very, very strong, I'd probably look to do 2 to 3 sets maximum of some squatting and some deadlifting each week. Our boy Mark McQueen. Actually, no, Mark mixes it up. He does do straight bar and trap bar.
Yeah, just say what Mark does because he probably knows now.
Probably follow Mark. Definitely follow our boy. Shout out Mark McQueen. Fucking love Mark McQueen. Follow Mark McQueen. He's super strong. Definitely the strongest guy that I know. And you just want to do full body workouts. That's what he does. Squat 2 to 3 sets. Squat and deadlift 2 to 3 sets a week.
It's weird he's the strongest person we know, isn't it?
By far.
It's quite a weird fact, though, isn't it? Because you just assume that there's always someone stronger, but there isn't.
Me personally, he's the strongest guy.
He's the strongest person I know.
Yeah. I mean, he
Let
can
me just think quickly. He
can rep. I know there's one guy. I follow a guy in Australia called Godly Strong, but he's 160 kilos, juiced to the teeth. Very entertaining Instagram.
I'm going to follow him after.
But we don't know him personally, and he deadlifts 400 kilos, so he's a fucking mutant. Anyway, follow Mark McQueen. If you're already really strong, just drop the volume down. Just 2 to 3 sets of the bigger lifts. Get some fun accessories in that you like. If you like the strongman lifts, you want to keep doing some like log press and all that kind of stuff. But if it's too much on your back, whatever, don't do them. But hit some squats, hit some some squats. Lower volume on the bigger lifts. You're distracting me, mate. And hit some good accessories. That's what I would say, because obviously you're not going to be able to maintain the same intense.
Guys, if you watch Dragon Ball Z as a child, just Google Vegeta without hair.
As you were as a strongman, because you're already going to be strong enough. So look to do a maintenance. Also, listen to the podcast I did with Josh Saunders. Josh Saunders was extremely strong in the weight room. Now he only lifts once a week with the boys on a Friday, and he just fucks around in the gym. Maybe he'll do a squat or deadlift and just some upper body stuff and some accessory work to maintain his strength. So just look to maintain strength.
Is that enough?
Yeah, if you've
94% maintenance
if you're strong, mate, if you're already that fucking strong,
lifting once a week.
Yeah.
That's what that site said.
That will be fine for you. And then follow Mark McQueen, obviously.
Yeah, follow him.
All right, who else? You go, you're right.
Nah, I'm done. That was all my questions. Good questions today, gentlemen. It's been a while since I posted, so everyone banked them up, didn't you? Naughty little boys, huh? Yeah, no, I think we're done there. We're done. Yeah, good work, everyone. Thanks for making it this far. One more thing. If you haven't already signed up to the summer camp in July, there's something wrong with you.
No, we can cut it out. Say it
again.
Start the whole thing again.
If you haven't gone just the same way,
go. I'll cut out the whole
thing. Okay, honestly, I won't bother. Just message Silviu Nastasa on Instagram.
For what?
Buy tickets to the summer camp.
Why are there still tickets? Why have not everyone signed up?
He's got a massive fucking gym. Oh, people have signed up. A lot of people have signed up. He's got a massive gym. Like,
how many people can you fit?
You could probably fit like literally. Oh, I did flinch a bit there. You could probably literally fit like 70, 80. But
how many people have signed up?
It wouldn't be good for the summer camp, obviously, because even though there's 3 coaches, there's probably too many people on the mat for it to be comfy. So
how many people do you want?
Like 60, and we'll cap it.
How many you got?
I don't know, but I think we've got about 30.
Right, so double it, fellas. Come on.
Yeah.
Get signed up.
Yeah, I think
I would be there, but I'm an Australian.
There's only 3 months left. That's what I would say.
Get on it. When is it?
Yeah,
when is it?
We're going to say the cap soon, 17 to 22nd
Where
July.
Is it? Where?
In Malaga, in Spain.
So it's beautiful.
It's fucking beautiful.
All right. What's the agenda look like? What can I expect?
2 sessions per day. 2 hours per session. 1 hour of techniques, followed by an hour of sparring. Honestly, it's quite intense. So no one's expecting you to do all the rounds, and it's fucking hot, mate.
Are you going to do any activities, or people can get pissed?
Oh, there's going to be activities. The area is beautiful. It's right by the sea. There's loads of restaurants. There's a fucking Carrefour as well. I know that sounds minor, but if you get an Airbnb, there's a fucking sick shop. It's called a Mercadona or something like that.
Right.
And yeah, the food quality there is insane and so cheap, and the fish you can get. But anyway, all that is you know, a bit sus, right? You want to go clubbing and drinking. Cannabis is legal. Think about that for a second.
You like that?
Yeah, think about that for a second.
Right. A lot of jiu-jitsu people like marijuana as well.
Yeah, exactly. If you're from 10th Planet, what are you doing? Come on.
Guys, just sign up. I'll put a link in the below. You need to send me the link. I'll get on the podcast
go on then.
link.
That'll be fucking so funny.
Guys, remember, check all the links below if you want to get affiliated.
Imagine someone actually bought everything we just offered.
I would love that.
Like, if you do that, write in and we'll give you a free session or something.
Yeah, come in. All right.
Maybe.
If you buy everything,
you can
come into a Trend City Tuesday, Thursday session. Just
a little giveaway.
Only one of those days.
We'll buy you a plane ticket from anywhere in the world.
Business class, flat bed,
flat bed,
and 30K.
Yeah, we'll get someone else for that.